Okay, before we start, relax. Breathe. I know, the second someone ranks NHL logos, fans go full Super Saiyan in the comments. You hate my team! This list is rigged! My uncle designed that logo! Look, I promise I'm being objective, totally neutral, absolutely unbiased, and I'm definitely not going to say who my favorite team is. Also, just because your team has the nostalgia logo from NHL 94 framed in your bedroom doesn't automatically make it number one. And yes, I'm talking to you specifically. You know who you are. Alright, stick tap, helmet buckle, let's talk the top 5 NHL logos ever. The ones even graphic designers respect, and those guys get mad at everything unless the font is Helvetica and the design respects negative space. And listen, if your team isn't on here, don't take it personally. It doesn't mean your logo is bad, it just means someone, somewhere made better choices. Or your ownership rebranded during the Let's Make Everything Look Like a Mountain Dew commercial era. I'm looking at you, Buffa Slug era fans. Also, side note, remember when teams tried modern 2000s edgy? Everything got sharper, busier, and more random stripes than a zebra fashion show. And then everyone was like, wait, why did we do this? Yeah, logo whiplash is real. Detroit Red Wings, the winged wheel. You know how every league has that one logo that's like, oh, that's the classy one. That's the tuxedo logo. Yeah, this is the NHL's tuxedo. The Red Wings' winged wheel is like the Mona Lisa of hockey logos, but it actually looks good and doesn't stare into your soul. Detroit nailed this way back in 1948, and it hasn't changed since. Do you know how rare that is? Most teams panic rebrand every decade like they're going through graphic design puberty. Detroit? They just sit there like, we're perfect, your move. The whole concept is genius. A wheel for Motor City, wings for speed, bold red and white. Clean, powerful, timeless. Even people who hate Detroit, and that's, honestly, a lot of people, will tell you the logo slaps. And let's be real, it also looks dangerous. Like if you touch it, you might gain plus 20 skating speed and fight someone in the concourse. And can we talk about how many Leafs fans secretly admire this logo, but would rather swallow a puck than admit it? The respect runs deep, like Original Six grudges deep. It's one of those logos where even EA Sports knows not to mess with it. They tweak shadows and lighting on every uniform ever, but this one, they whisper to the intern, don't touch that file, we like our jobs. You think they haven't tried a redesigned brainstorming meeting? They probably did once in 1975. Half the staff fainted. One person tried a silver version and immediately got traded to Phoenix. Lesson learned. Hartford Whalers, the whale tail and hidden H. This is the logo nerds worship. And yes, you are absolutely allowed to root for a team that doesn't exist anymore. It's basically hockey hipster culture at this point. If you show up wearing Whalers merch, you are legally required to tell at least 3 people that you liked hockey before it was mainstream. The Whalers logo has layers like an onion, a beautiful nautical onion. Green W, blue whale tail, hidden H in the middle. Once someone shows you that hidden H, you can't unsee it. It's like when someone points out the arrow in the FedEx logo and suddenly your brain reboots. It's elite design, minimal, clever, emotional, and somehow more beloved than the actual team ever was. When Hartford left, they could have left the jerseys behind for the fans, but no, the Hurricanes were like, we'll keep these, thanks. Also, we're going to wear them sometimes to remind you of what you lost. Cold. Also, shout out to every Whalers fan who still tweets, bring back Hartford under literally any NHL relocation rumor. We support the dream, and if Quebec ever comes back and Hartford doesn't, those fans are burning the league office down with pure Yankee Candle rage. Honestly, the Whalers logo has so much cultural momentum that if the league brought them back tomorrow, half the fans in the building would be millennials who weren't even born when the team existed. It's aesthetic nostalgia at its finest. Buffalo Sabres, charging Buffalo and Sabres. Now, before I even start, no, I will not be discussing the Buffa Slug. We do not speak of the Slug era. That thing looked like someone microwaved a Pokemon. The real Sabres logo? The charging buffalo with crossed swords? Chef kiss. It says Buffalo. It says Sabres. It says we're here to fight and maybe accidentally ice the puck 9 times in one period. Royal blue and gold just feels right. Like it belongs on a winter hat your grandma knitted you, and also on a banner in the rafters, if the Sabres ever, got another one up there. This logo does what logos should do: clear, bold, meaningful. And Sabres fans, you deserve nice things. You really do. You've suffered enough. Between playoff droughts and historically cursed vibes, Buffalo is basically the NHL's Greek tragedy. And yet, the logo? Timeless. Beautiful. You wear this crest, and you look like you understand pain, loyalty, and the value of hot wings at 2 a.m. Plus, credit where due, they brought the classic back instead of pretending the slug was misunderstood avant-garde visual design. Buffalo fans would have rioted. Peacefully, but in snow boots with folding tables. Quebec Nordiques. Igloo, mammoth, modern art? This one is pure vibes. No one fully agrees what the Nordiques logo is. Is it an igloo? A hockey stick? Some kind of frozen anteater mammoth hybrid with a dream? Yes, it's all of those, and that's why it's amazing. It's so simple and yet so mysterious that if Leonardo da Vinci loved slapshots and poutine, he would have painted this. And the color combo? Red plus baby blue equals chef kiss again. When Quebec lost their team, the fans didn't just move on, they became logo guardians, apostles of the crest. You wear a Nordiques hat today and strangers come up to you like, respect. Also, do you think the NHL will bring them back? Short answer, if they don't, Twitter will riot. Actual riot. Cars flipped, moose involved. And let's be real, the first preseason game back in Quebec would have the energy of the moon landing meets a Metallica concert. Canadians would cry, Americans would ask why everyone is crying. Hockey would ascend. Chicago Blackhawks, classic profile. Okay, breathe. I know this one sparks discussions bigger than Twitter during a playoff officiating meltdown. From a pure design perspective, line work, colors, detail, it's legendary. Hand-drawn origins, layers, dimension. You try drawing this in grade school and suddenly you realize you're not going to art college. Crisp lines, feather accents, aggression without chaos. It's a masterclass in logo illustration. And there's something iconic about original era logos that stayed elite. Most teams would have modernized it into a 3D Fortnite character with chrome feathers by now. Kudos to Chicago for resisting the urge to ruin a masterpiece. And if they ever change it to minimal modern version, we all quit. Done. Pack up the league. Also, every time they wear the Winter Classic sweaters, chills. That logo belongs under stadium lights and on frozen ponds and in old-school highlight reels narrated by someone named Herb. Honorable mentions. Please don't fight me. Because yes, I hear you already typing, Montreal Canadiens, oldest, cleanest, most identity in one-letter combo. Toronto Maple Leafs, math nerd leaf precision, national pride fuel. San Jose Sharks, a shark eating a stick? Hello, elite. Minnesota Wild, the hidden landscape animal head optical illusion masterpiece. Nashville Predators, saber-tooth fossil inspiration, Fear Factor 10. If your logo didn't make the top 5, it's cool. Hockey logos have a high bar. This isn't the NBA where a ball with the city name equals creativity. And yes, we love the old Mighty Ducks logo too. You're legally required to shout quack when you see it. Also, Anaheim, if you bring back the eggplant and jade full-time, I promise your merch sales triple overnight. This is free business advice. So yeah, logos matter. Their identity, pride, history, ritual. They're the reason fans fight in comment sections harder than players in the playoffs. Some logos remind us of dynasties. Some remind us of cities still waiting for a second chance. Some remind us that minimalism can be powerful. Others remind us that sometimes the best designs come from 1948 and never need an update. So let's be civil. Let's debate. And if you disagree with this ranking, that's okay. You're wrong, but that's okay. Kidding. Mostly. Drop your top 5 below. Tell me who I disrespected. And if you bring up the Buffa-slug, we're boxing in the parking lot at intermission. Tape the stick, sharpen the skates. Legends don't age, they just become logos.